Good day, St. Maarten. I'm Yesenia Lazaro.
And I'm Alston Lawrence.
And welcome to another edition of St. Maarten News Desk, where we bring you the latest and most important stories from around the island and beyond.
Yesenia, let's dive right into our top headlines. With just 3 days until the parliamentary elections on August 19th, eligible voters in St. Maarten are being urged to prepare. The snap election, which was called after Prime Minister Honorable Dr. Luke Mercelina's coalition lost its majority in Parliament, following MP Kevin Maingret's withdrawal of support, is the second such election for the year 2024. St. Maarten recently held its parliamentary election on January 11th. Stay tuned to TV 15 and your favorite media source for comprehensive coverage and updates throughout Election Day.
The Parliament of St. Maarten is the highest legislative body of the country and represents the entire population. St. Maarten has a parliamentary democracy made up with various political parties whereby citizens elect their representatives. The Parliament consists of 15 members who are elected for a 4-year period. Elections are pivotal to the quality of a country's governance. It can either greatly advance or set back a country's long-term democratic development. Following the early dissolution of Parliament elected in January, citizens will return for a second time this year to the polls. The Department of Communication, in an interview with the 9 leaders of the political parties contesting the election, spoke with them about their vision for country St. Maarten. The leaders also appealed to the voters to exercise their democratic right by coming out to vote.
As St. Maarten prepares for its parliamentary election on Monday, August 19th, the police force of St. Maarten, KPSM, is ramping up security measures to ensure a safe and smooth voting process. KPSM has activated its crisis team, known as SGBO, which has been working tirelessly to address potential scenarios that could disrupt the elections. This proactive approach is designed to maintain order and handle any unexpected incidents. To manage traffic on election day, KPSM has developed a comprehensive traffic circulation plan. The plan aims to reduce congestion and ensure voters can access polling stations without hassle. Key intersections and roads will be monitored closely by officers to keep traffic flowing smoothly. In addition to traffic management, KPSM has implemented a general safety plan. This plan includes increased controls at roundabouts across the island and special operations to prevent gun violence. Law enforcement teams will be patrolling various sectors of the island with support from the officers from Curaçao, Aruba, the Caribbean Netherlands, and as well members from the VKS and Marines. KPSM is urging the public to cooperate with law enforcement on election day. Your patience and adherence to instructions will help ensure a secure and orderly voting experience for everyone.
Yesterday afternoon, a coordinated effort between Dutch and French law enforcement resulted in the swift capture of a suspect involved in the vandalism of a police vehicle and an attempted assault on Police Inspector Josefa in St. Maarten. The incident occurred on ACJ Brouwers Road, known as Coal Bay Road, where an unidentified man on a black scooter attacked the police vehicle by kicking its side mirror. After fleeing the scene, the suspect was later spotted near the Harold Jack lookout point, where he escalated his actions by throwing a stone at the vehicle, shattering several windows. Inspector Josefa, despite being unable to detain the suspect at the moment, immediately called for assistance. Thanks to strong coordination between Dutch and French authorities, the suspect was apprehended after a brief chase once he crossed into the French side of the island. French law enforcement had already been pursuing this individual for a series of armed robberies, adding to the significance of his capture yesterday. The suspect is currently in French custody, where he faces charges related to both yesterday's incident and his previous crimes. This case highlights the successful collaboration between law enforcement on both sides of the island, ensuring public safety and swift justice. Reports have been submitted to the prosecutor's office for further legal action regarding the damages and assault on Inspector Josefa.
The prosecutor's office in St. Maarten has taken a decisive step in the ongoing Aconitum investigation by formally requesting the Joint Court of Justice to approve the prosecution of Member of Parliament Akeem Arrindell. The prosecutor's office is confident that there is compelling evidence against Arrindell, who after his arrest was released while this investigation continued. His parliamentary office was also searched for further evidence. This case involves more than just Arrindell. 3 others were arrested on July 31st in connection with the same investigation, led by the national detectives, and this investigation is thorough and ongoing. Should the court grant approval, the prosecutor's office plans to move quickly, issuing a subpoena and advancing in this case. The outcome of this request could have significant implications for governance and public trust in St. Maarten's election.
In a detailed update on the ongoing Ennia saga, Finance Minister Marinka Gums addressed the nation today, focusing on the challenges posed by the current outline agreement and its implications for St. Maarten. The minister reiterated her commitment to protecting the interests of St. Maarten policyholders while expressing deep concerns over the financial burden that the agreement could impose on the island. Minister Gums explained that while St. Maarten can cover its obligations to local policyholders, the agreement as it stands unfairly ties the island to financial risks associated with Curaçao's inability to meet its obligation. If Ennia were to go bankrupt, Curaçao would face significant problems, which could also impact the Central Bank of Curaçao and St. Maarten, and by default, St. Maarten, she warned. One of the most contentious issues is the peak facility, a mechanism that could force St. Maarten to share the financial load for Curaçao's policyholders, as well as those from BES and Suriname. Gums highlighted that this arrangement could lead to St. Maarten covering costs that are not its responsibility, which she firmly opposes. The minister is advocating for changes to the agreement, including separating financial obligations, excluding non-St. Maarten policyholders, and setting up a separate administration for St. Maarten's interest. These proposed adjustments are essential to ensure that we do not take on costs that have nothing to do with St. Maarten, even if it means temporarily facing higher interest rates, she stated. Gums reassured policyholders that their contributions are secure, but emphasized the importance of thoroughly reviewing and renegotiating the agreement to avoid long-term financial pitfalls. The minister's ongoing efforts reflected her dedication to safeguarding St. Maarten's financial stability and ensuring that any agreement is in the best interest of the island and its people.
For election 2024, each eligible voter who was registered at the civil registry previously and up to the date of June 3, 2024 should receive their voting card at least 8 days prior to the upcoming parliamentary election to be held on August 19, 2024. The Postal Services of St. Maarten will make sure you receive your voting card on time. Please check your mailbox, and if by August 9, 2024 you did not receive your voting card, the Civil Registry will accommodate extra days for you to collect your voting card at the office on the following days and time: August 14th, 15th, and 16th, 2024. Eligible voters can pick up their voting cards from 4:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eligible voters are encouraged to make use of this opportunity to collect their voting cards at the Civil Registry Department at the government building. Proper identification is required. Remember, your right to vote is also your responsibility. This message has been brought to you by the Civil Registry Department.
We exposed 5 strangers to different KFC menus to see if the flavor can enhance any moment. And at the first bite, the party began. We repeated the experiment during the day, during business hours, on weekends, with sunshine, with rain. It's confirmed any moment can be a KFC moment.
Exciting news for the island's tourism sector. Port St. Maarten is forecasting a significant increase in cruise passengers, with expectations exceeding 1.5 million visitors in 2025. This projection follows a strong recovery in global cruise tourism, with passenger volumes in 2023 reaching 31.7 million, surpassing the pre-pandemic levels by 7%. Alexander Gums, CEO of Port St. Maarten's Group, highlighted the resilience and rapid rebound of the cruise industry, noting that since the pandemic, our own cruise numbers have been growing annually. This is a great rebound and shows the confidence that the cruise industry has in us as a destination. St. Maarten Cruise Tourism strategy focuses on innovations and continuous improvement, with both public and private sectors collaborating to stay ahead of competitors. Minister of Tourism Grisha Heiliger-Maarten emphasized the need to offer new experiences and revitalize the product to keep attracting cruise lines and passengers. The island will have a prime opportunity to showcase its offerings at the 30th Florida Caribbean Cruise Association Conference Trade Show, set to take place from October 22nd to 25th in St. Maarten. This event will bring together approximately 800 industry representatives, providing a platform to strengthen ties and explore new opportunities. Michelle Page, CEO of FCCA, praised St. Maarten's strong leadership and clear vision, stating that hitting the 1.5 million passenger marks shows that St. Maarten constantly listens to and enacts on the cruise industry wants and needs. The island's partnership with FCCA and other stakeholders is expected to further enhance its reputation as a prime cruise destination.
Honorable Minister of Tourism, Economic Affairs, Transport and Telecommunication Grisha Heiliger-Maarten issued a stern warning today to the businesses near Princess Juliana International Airport regarding their obligations during storm preparations. Following Tropical Storm Ernesto's near miss, the minister highlighted that many businesses fail to remove wooden billboards, a critical oversight that could endanger the airport. Most of you did not adhere to the call to take down these structures this time around, Heiliger-Maarten emphasized. Adding, I want to especially caution those with billboards near the airport. No action has been taken yet, but if God forbid anything happens to our beloved airport, please be aware that you will be held completely responsible for any damage. This strong message comes as St. Maarten enters the peak of the hurricane season, with Heiliger-Maarten urging everyone to remember the 5 Ps. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. She stressed the importance of taking proactive measures not just for individual safety, but to protect the vital infrastructure like Princess Juliana International Airport. The minister's comments serve as a reminder of the island's vulnerability during hurricane season and the collective responsibility to safeguard critical assets. Quote, we simply cannot afford any more setbacks with our airport, she concluded. As the hurricane season intensifies, all businesses, especially those near Princess Juliana, are on notice to comply with safety protocols to prevent avoidable damage.
In a major technical achievement, Telem Group has completed the restoration of the SMPR-1 undersea cable at Playa Isla Verde in San Juan, Puerto Rico. This operation, which concluded on August 10th, was a pivotal moment for the company, overcoming nearly 8 years of challenges and delays. The restoration was made possible by CS Wave Sentinel, a specialized cable-laying vessel which battled harsh weather conditions, including the threat of Tropical Storm Ernesto, to get the job done. The team, led by Telem Group's network engineer and SMPR project manager, Mr. Jed Cardi, worked tirelessly over the past 3 weeks to splice and secure the cable back onto the seafloor. Their efforts were closely monitored, both offshore and onshore, ensuring that the operation was carried out with the utmost precision. Interim CTO Mr. Sharon Offerman, along with CEO Mr. Kendall Dupersoy and CFO Mr. Randall F. Hatto, have all praised the team for their dedication in completing this complex task under such challenging conditions. Initial tests on the repair cable are already underway, With full operation expected soon, the restoration of SMPR-1 is not only a technical success for Telem, but also a critical enhancement to St. Martin's communication infrastructure, boosting the island's connectivity and digital transformation efforts.
Moisture and instability associated with Tropical Storm Ernesto may cause isolated showers across the local area. Additionally, strong winds will maintain above normal seas. However, conditions are expected to gradually improve as Ernesto moves further away. Seas are expected to peak near 9 feet, then gradually subside. Small craft operators and swimmers are advised to exercise extreme caution.
Now let's take a look at our tropical weather update by Mr. Brian Shields.
But this just coming in, the earthquake we just had in Jamaica, eastern end of Jamaica, this was a 4.5 in magnitude roughly. The scales kind of update a little bit, 4.4 to about 4.6, 10 kilometers down or 6 miles down, so not incredibly deep, which means a lot of us did feel it. If you can, safely leave your location and what you kind of felt or didn't feel across Jamaica. I'll be going through those comments. So 4.5 this morning, a new earthquake eastern end of Jamaica. Now, behind the scenes, I'm going to be monitoring throughout the day if there's any signs of this being a cluster of earthquakes. Sometimes you could get a series of them in a row, so I'm watching that. But I'll go through your comments. But a 4.5 in magnitude, 10 kilometers down, 6 miles down, just to the north of Kingston in Jamaica, a new earthquake. All right, let's get a look at Ernesto. Here's Ernesto, more and more likely a direct hit into Bermuda. I want to get into that and what to expect for the Atlantic region of Canada with this, and also watching a series of tropical waves headed into the Caribbean for us. We have one right now that's been bringing some of the rain around parts of Martinique this morning. Another tropical wave here, another one off the coast of Africa. Now in the short term with those, let me swing to the first one here. No signs of development, but this will give us some scattered showers and storms. It's not a big blob of rain, kind of a broken area of rain and storms. So some of us completely dry, others will get some rain. I'll track that as we go over that 3-day rain outlook in this video. Another tropical wave here and another one here. Now these two have been kind of looking far out. I'm not seeing a lot of development. The air is a little more stable in here.
In the upcoming St. Martin elections on August 19, 2024, it is important to know when your vote is valid. Let's make sure your voice is heard correctly. When is a vote valid? Your vote is valid when you clearly mark the box of one candidate with a red pencil. If you mark multiple boxes or use a color other than red, your vote is invalid. Avoid writing names, drawing, or leaving identifiable marks. These make your vote invalid. Simply fill in the box of your chosen candidate. Make your vote count on August 19th. Your choice matters.
How are you?
Hi, darling. I'm fine. Just calling to say hi.
Oh, okay. We got over here.
Girl, I hear watching this movie and it...
But Mom, you finished all your minutes yet?
No, girl. Telem has new postpaid plans and automatically upgraded my postpaid package.
Is that so?
Guess what? I am getting more minutes and almost double the amount of data for the same price.
I guess I'm making a switch now.
Let me call you back, Mom.
Hey Tash, you hear about Telem new postpaid plans?
On August 15th, Minister of Justice, the Honorable Lyndon Lewis, announced the appointment of a new interim management team within the Customs Department. This restructuring is aimed at enhancing the effectiveness and efficiency of the department's operations. The new team includes Mr. Rogerel Mauricia and Mr. Hank Lake, who will take on key leadership roles. Mr. Anthony Duran resumes his position as head of customs, bringing experienced oversight to the department. The previous interim head, Mr. Jocelyn Livingstone, has been removed from the role following concerns about neglect and mismanagement. Minister Lewis expressed confidence in the new team, highlighting their role in improving custom operations. The minister emphasized the importance of effective customs management for the overall functionality of the department and the country. He looks forward to the positive changes these appointments are expected to bring.
The Integrity Chamber has submitted a new recommendation to the government and the Parliament regarding the screening process for ministers. This advice underscores the importance of integrity in upholding public trust and preventing conflicts of interest. The Integrity Chamber's advice focuses on 3 key phases: pre-screening, the screening process, and post-screening monitoring. The pre-screening phase involves political parties thoroughly vetting candidates for the ministerial positions to ensure they meet integrity standards before nominations. The screening phase itself should include more comprehensive investigations into candidates' background and political conflicts of interest. The post-screening phase emphasizes on ongoing monitoring of the minister's behaviors to ensure continued adherence to integrity and norms. This phase would extend up to a year after a minister's appointment, focusing on any harmful behaviors or conflicts that could affect their performance. The Integrity Chamber believes that implementing these recommendations would improve transparency and accountability in government, fostering a greater stability and trust among the people of St. Martin.
Minister of Public Housing, Spatial Planning, Environment and Infrastructure, the Honorable Patrice Gumbs, signed 4 new contracts for trenching and waterway maintenance, marking a significant step in addressing the island's infrastructure needs. This move comes after a period of irregular maintenance and cleaning, with previous contracts expiring at the end of 2021. The contracts, valued at over 2.8 million guilders, are set to commence on September 1st, 2024, and will run for 36 months. The island has been divided into 4 operational zones: Southwest, Central, East, and Southeast, to streamline the trenching work. The scope includes regular inspection, maintenance, and safeguarding of storm drainage systems, including grills, drains, and culverts. Minister Gumbs highlighted that while the previous tendering process faced challenges, including minor discrepancies in documentation, the current contracts aim to ensure more reliable and effective management of St. Martin's trenches and waterways. Contractors have already begun assessing urgent areas, including Ebenezer Saunders, Southry Road, and Belvedere. In addition to trenching projects, Minister Gumbs is focusing on resolving other outstanding issues. Next week, he will propose a plan to regain access to a lost $20 million allocation for a housing project. This allocation was lost earlier this year due to missed deadlines. Gumbs emphasized the need for a balanced approach to development, noting that while tourism has been a key driver of the island's economy, it has also contributed to a challenging housing market. The ministry is working on strategies for affordable housing and spatial planning, with ongoing discussions involving rainforest adventures to return land for sustainable use. Gumbs reiterated his commitment to supporting inclusive and sustainable development while preserving St. Martin's natural environment and a national heritage.
The Court of Guardianship, in collaboration with UNICEF the Netherlands, has launched a campaign to promote safe and legal evacuation procedures for unaccompanied minors after a disaster. This initiative includes animation, posters, and brochures to guide parents and guardians through the evacuation process. The new Inter-Island Protocol, developed as part of a Child Resilience and Protection project, outlines formal arrangements for registering and providing legal guardianship and services to evacuated children. The protocol, which emerged from experiences with Hurricane Irma, aims to reduce the risk of neglect, violence, and exploitation during emergencies. Head of the Court of Guardianship, Kimberly Dort-Brown, stressed the importance of following proper procedures to ensure safety and well-being of evacuated minors. The campaign will be disseminated through social media, radio PSAs, and public information sessions. For more details, visit the Court of Guardianship's Facebook page or contact them directly at 721-542-4110. That's all the time we have today for the St. Martin Edition News Desk.
Thank you for joining us wherever you see us. And remember, new episodes premiere every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. on TV 15 and across our social media platforms.
I'm Jasenia Lassiter wishing you a wonderful evening. See you next time.
Stay friendly, St. Martin.